Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Mansfield here. I will be walking you through the difference between adjectives and adverbs. Hopefully you are becoming an old pro at this because we've done this a lot this year. So hopefully this is just another review for you. So we're going to do a slideshow that talks about choosing between an adjective and an adverb. So welcome to our bakery. So this sentence says, I love baking cupcakes. You can see that there's a space where we could add some descriptive words. So I love baking big cupcakes, chocolate cupcakes, pretty cupcakes, sticky cupcakes. I love baking soft cupcakes. I love baking small cupcakes. The red words that you just saw help describe the cupcakes. So big, pretty, chocolate, small, sticky. The word cupcake is a noun. The adjectives are those red words. They are the words that we used to describe what kind of cupcakes they were. So all of them were adjectives. There are so many ways to mix. I can mix fast, slowly, carefully, quickly. So all of those blue words describe the word mix. Mix is not a noun. So that's something that's really important to remember. So you saw the words quickly, slowly, fast, carefully. Notice that most of these words have an ly at the end. You'll notice that fast doesn't because fastly is not a word. But quickly has the ly at the end, slowly has the ly at the end, and carefully has the ly at the end. The word mix is an adverb. Sorry, the word mix is a verb. The blue words are adverbs, and they are words that describe verbs, adjectives, or another adverb. So, unfortunately, adverbs can be a little bit more tricky, but hopefully by the end of this presentation, you'll do wonderful. So, you might be asking yourself, is the word I'm looking for an adjective? Is the word I'm looking for an adverb? So here's how you can kind of tell. Sometimes it's difficult to choose the correct adjective or adverb to use in a sentence. You have to look at the word that's being described or being modified. So an adjective describes a noun. The way that Mrs. Mansfield always tries to remember this, because I also sometimes have trouble with this, the way that I try to remember is that adverb has the word verb in it. Adjective must be the other thing. So if an adverb describes a verb, an adjective describes a noun. That's how I try to remember. Adverbs describe verbs, adjectives, or adverbs. Adjectives describe nouns. So, I baked a delicious cake. So I could make the sentence just, I baked a cake, but if I want to give a little bit more detail as to what kind of cake, I could add the adjective delicious. Adverbs describe verbs, adjectives, or adverbs. So, James reads the recipe slowly. So, I could have the sentence be James read the recipe slowly, so I could have it just be James read the recipe, but I want to give a little bit more detail. So my adverb obviously is going to be slowly. My verb that it's describing is read. So how did he read something? He read it slowly. So we're going to find adjectives and the noun that it is modifying or describing. You obviously aren't going to write it on your whiteboard, but you can shout it out at your computer as we're going through these slides. So first I'm going to ask you what the adjective is, first I'm going to ask you what the noun is, and then I'm going to ask you what the adjective is. And I'll give you a little bit of time, a little pause for you to answer that question. So, where is the red bowl? Where is the red bowl? So what would be our noun for this sentence? Hopefully you said bowl. And what is our adjective for this sentence? What kind of a bowl is it? Hopefully you said red. All right, so she baked tiny cupcakes. She baked tiny cupcakes. What is our noun for this sentence? Hopefully you said cupcakes. And then think about what describes those types of cupcakes. What type of cupcakes are they? What is the adjective? Hopefully you said tiny. I need fresh eggs. I need fresh eggs. So our noun in this sentence is eggs, I hope you said. And our adjective that describes the eggs, hopefully you said fresh. All right, now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it with adverbs and verbs. So again, you can't write it on your whiteboard, but you can hopefully call it out as we go through the slides. Oops, sorry. Let's go back to that one. Obviously, you already know the answer, so the sentence says, quickly open the oven. Quickly open the oven. So what is the verb? What's the action that somebody can do? Obviously, it's open. So how are they going to open the oven? Quickly. So this one says, stir the mixture slowly. Stir the mixture slowly. So what is the verb in this sentence? What is the action that you can do? Hopefully you said stir. So how are we stirring? What's the adverb? Hopefully you said slowly. He stared sadly at his cupcakes. He stared sadly at his cupcakes. So ask yourself, what is the verb or the action that somebody can do? Hopefully you said stared, because you can stare. How did he stare? Hopefully you said sadly. So our verb is stared, sadly is our adverb. All right, so what you're going to be doing in your activity is you are going to be answering the same thing. So you're going to look at the paper that is in our slideshow, and on the line next to it, you want to answer, is the word that I think is underlined talking about an adjective or an adverb? So you can write ADJ or ADV. All right, boys and girls, good luck and have fun with this one.